Welcome to a short video describing the results of FPath Experiment 002. FPath is my project name for experiments on the Feynman Path to Nanotechnology. And what is the Feynman Path to Nanotechnology, you might ask? Well, that's the idea where you have big tools make smaller tools, which in turn make smaller tools, which in turn make smaller tools, until you get to the point where you can reliably position atoms at the atomic level, at the nanometer scale. Of course, this particular experiment is nowhere near that yet. It is still operating at the multi-millimeter scale, the centimeter scale basically, but it's a stepping stone on the path. You can find out more information about the FPath project using the links in the description below. This experiment is a follow-on from Experiment 001, which was to develop the software and hardware mechanisms to move a colored square on a rotating platform as close as possible to a different colored square which is off of that platform. Basically a PID-like algorithm was used, and it worked fairly well. After that experiment concluded, the goal was reached, it occurred to me that the static square, the green one which was off of the rotating platform, didn't actually need to physically exist. It could be virtual. So the goal of this experiment was to introduce a virtual square and have the algorithm treat it as if it were real. So drive the red square on a rotating table as close as possible to a virtual green square which was injected into the webcam stream and didn't actually exist, but the software treats it as if it does. I'm not sure if I'm really describing this all that well, but it would probably be a good idea to have a look at the video for FPath Experiment 001, just to get some background information on it. Having said that, without further ado, let's have a look at the starting point. Here we can see we have a red square on a rotating platform. There is no green square in evidence, so things are not moving. We turn on the green square and we can see that the red square moves as close as it possibly can get to the green square. You can see quite clearly that the green square does not actually exist if I move a pencil underneath it. You can see that it's really, just being injected into the webcam stream. You can move the square around and the red square will chase it. So where am I going with this? Well, the purpose of this experiment was not to make a red square on a rotating platform, move about, that sort of thing. That was a secondary purpose, just to prove the concept. What I'm going to do, or where can I go with this, is if I have the ability to overlay a design and inject it into the webcam stream itself, then I can make the software react to that overlay. For example, here's a circuit diagram. I could have the manipulators move things onto the positions of the trace. I could have them follow the traces. I could build stuff where the green traces are, where they aren't. Any sort of thing. Now this is just an example. It's not really intended, it's not even scaled or anything like that. It's just to illustrate the concept. So as of Experiment 002, various images can be injected into a webcam stream and the FPath and Walnut software can react to them. Well, that's it for this experiment. See you for the next one.